Oh my god, we're at it 2 days in a row?
Yeah, this wasn't a fluke.
Holy shit.
That you weren't hallucinating. No, the Persona 2 LP actually is back.
You guys spread
And it's
enough
back
rumors?
until it's finished.
Right? Liar.
Sinner.
Hey, Grover, this is... one fun fact I didn't bring up until now when it comes to the fusion mechanics. As you may already know, as I said before, Persona undergo mutations and shit like that. Not fortunes. Fortunes will gain stat ups, they will gain additional moves, they will unlock hidden abilities. They will not mutate into minor arcana. Why? And Lisa goes and picks a fight with a dog from hell. Lisa, oh, okay.
I feel fear.
And yet I'm surprisingly eager.
Yeah.
So we can take from it that the three-headed dog of hell has a bit of a kink.
I'm sickened but curious.
Right? Now the thing is, what I do with him is that I try to get him like either 2 for 1, or I just realize I fucked up and I go for a right for a discussing life with Michelle. I just like it that we can easily calm down the dog, the guard dog. Who's packed with you and anal?
Thou no without anal.
He just like, oh fuck.
I am eager for anal.
Oh, gross.
Happy?
Did you just turn Kerberos into Big Boss?
Yeah. What, eager for anal? What Metal Gear game am I missing?
5?
5? Did he shove this robot fist up someone's ass?
Probably.
I don't remember that chapter. You know, that game was like 60 hours long with a little story. Maybe it happened in a side quest or something.
Maybe it did, and thankfully you skipped it.
Yeah. Just launch the rocket fist up someone's ass. Probably
Devil May Cry 5 is gonna have that at some point.
Maybe Skullface's ass.
Nah, it's gonna be in Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, but
you're gonna break off the new double trick, the new double arm of somebody's ass.
You gotta pay for the anal.
Ugh. Pay for anal. Just miss the hole.
Yeah, just load up porno. Why don't you? Save myself a few $100s.
Save myself the sadness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I maxed her out too. Now she has the tier 2 Megiddola. She also has Earth's Anger. I like that art better in Eternal Punishment, but Earth's Anger is pretty much the 4th level of Earth damage you could do in the game.
Stop. Hama time.
Hama time. Oh yeah. Hamayon. And I gained Flame Cut with Eldanak, but I'm like, fuck me, this is getting me nowhere. Ooh. Yeah, like I said, this music does not help in the dungeon like this.
Like, this is something you should hear in a transition, or maybe
Yeah.
a cutscene of some exposition or before.
Exactly.
Then, but not an entire dungeon.
Exactly, and that's what kills it for me here. Because I think I remember at one point where I had a session that I didn't send to you because I fell asleep.
I don't blame you, dude. You know, but
it's a mixture of the music and me recording the game at 2 in the morning like an idiot.
It's a safe assumption that later Persona games do better with Final Dungeon music at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's a very half-hearted. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, well, because music is subjective on that end.
Yeah. Well, this isn't music; it's noise.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But you know, when I think of Final Dungeons, again, I always go to Final Fantasy, like Within the Giant, Judgment Day from 7.
If you're thinking just playing Final Dungeons, then absolutely, all of them are great. My personal favorite being the Monado Mandala of Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, where it's just outright jazz rave in the middle of the cosmos. Ikichi, no, don't stick your dick in the hole, Ikichi. You don't know what's on the other end.
Please God, these glory holes shoot back.
And meanwhile, Ikichi almost fucking fell under the same trap. What's his name did? Prince Pedo.
Yeah, it was like Luke Skywalker looking at the front end of a saber before turning it on.
All right, how does this work?
Ah! Uh-oh. I tripped.
It works. Poor Ikichi, he's gonna need really big surgery for his eyes.
Yeah, no, well, first we gotta push those sons of bitches back in the socket. Might take some time. Might need some laser eye surgery. Hey, Kichi, shut up.
I just need clear eyes.
You're gonna have no eyes. Keep this up.
Woo. So after the whole glory hole of hell, we now move on deeper into the depths of Xiabalba. I wish I had more to talk about.
Kids getting these hilarious hijinks with death lasers.
All right. Oh, there's another hole. Door.
A hole to nowhere.
Hole to nowhere. I imagine that was one of the a scrapped idea for Crash Bandicoot's vertical descent levels.
Anyway.
These are Mananin. In Eternal Punishment, you could talk to these guys to get the Lou Groomer. In this game, I don't know what I can really do with them. They're reliable, at least for free cards, which will always help out, because they're easy to tell to please.
Yeah, because they seem...
Oh, I also think I
jovial.
used these to get the Legendary Weapon Rumor started.
Yeah, in the factory.
Did you remember to leave them in?
Yeah.
All right, great.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
you kind of need to do that in order to just unlock the damn doors.
Right. Anyway, now we got legendary guns for Earth Power. I believe there's one for each of the 4 main elements, and then the 5th one for their ultimate But that's too much of a pain in the ass for me. And honestly, with the exception of with Lisa, I need her to be hitting physically because of Strike. And Maya, well, Maya can go either way because I got Ikichi for guns. So in reality, it's only helpful for me for June and Maya when I do those rumors. And this is Maya's flashback of her reporter father. And with the track playing in the background, I love the fucking tears. This is Maya's theme, sad version.
I pray that my dad wouldn't have to go away. Well, fuck, that means I gotta stay. Shit.
Rumor has it you're not going anywhere. Fuck.
Oh.
I pray that Daddy would stay home forever.
Oh,
Fuck.
fuck, I just guessed that.
It actually is.
Yeah, but
Is your job that important? Listen, sweetie, it's that or I starve. Or we starve. Well, truthfully, Maya's father was always a man who loved to uncover the truth of everything. And he wanted us to follow his dreams ever since he was a little boy. But what about me? What about you? Damn it!
you're my second dream. And I go in numerical order. Number 1 first. You're number 2. In more ways than one.
Sadly, that was the scoop that got him killed.
Oh.
He was assigned to the war zone. He thought he was going as a reporter. He's actually fucking Human Shield.
This sucks.
Right? So Maya tried to put on a smiling face for it, which also kind of suppressed what she really feels at half the time. And that's also where we got the saying about Mr. Bum Bun laughing at her if she cries.
Don't mock. Well, what kind of a dick do you have it out for a doll if it mocks you while you're crying? Mr. Bum was supposed to be there to comfort you, not mock you.
Right? What kind of shit is that? I imagine Japanese culture could be a little different about that. Like,
I mean, it's just tonight. It's like, you know.
you give a kid a doll.
The idea of a
you
stuffed
give a child
animal.
a doll, and then you tell him that if you do anything wrong, the doll's gonna fucking stab you.
Yeah, it's like.
Which is, I imagine, what went into the Animusha doll. Journalism is a job you can be proud of. Society needs us. And this 14 years later on Twitter, he'd have a fucking conniption. So Maya got hurt in the fucking feels. Thank June, and only thing is that everybody's at a loss for words except for June, who's thankful he's not getting kicked in the balls this time.
Not yet.
I think this episode depends upon whether or not you get an additional contact after with Maya.
It's good to vent.
It is totally good to vent. Not that at all.
Yeah, the eyes. Oh, okay. My ass is my eyes.
My ass is my eyes. That's clever. So basically, she wanted to follow in her father's footsteps, but unlike her father, she wanted to try to balance out both of them, the work and the job, but she just ended up too infatuated with her job. Worse than alone, exiled, worse than whatever, dead, worse than something else, forgotten. Which is basically kind of what I imagine went into Freya Crescent's character quote in Final Fantasy IX.
Poor Freya.
Indeed, not only is she forgotten completely by Sir Fratley, the game forgets about her by disc 2.
Yeah. I love Freya. Just like, fucking, that game hates her.
No, the game hates her, and the fucking storyline kind of forgets about her. One thing I'd like to do
It's like nuke her house and leave her to dry.
pump and dump.
Yeah, pump and dump. Wow, I'm not looking that up on Pornhub anytime soon.
Then again, it's like, the only reason she even is in your party at that point is just because, hey, Kuja's the one responsible for goading Brawny into fucking nuking my hometowns.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stay with you till I kick his ass.
So it's
comfortably
like
in the background.
Quest of vengeance.
And I will happily wait in the background until you kill 100 dragons.
Yeah, then I'm really useful.
Very
Then
useful.
it max out thievery.
So, the reason why people fall in love with Trace Dreams is because they want to be remembered. That's not so bad, is it?
I mean, better to have something to chase than just existing.
True, but live too long chasing a dream, and all you're doing is watching your life pass you by.
Well, that's why you gotta be responsible with that sort of shit.
Anyway.
Yeah, in a way, yes it is.
So now that Maya's had a good cry, I got fucking I got disoriented again. But then I realized, oh wait, I haven't gone through that other door. Oh no, wait. No.
This isn't my room.
Right?
It's like you're leaving in a huff. Went the wrong fucking way.
God damn, this fucking Xiabalba looking all the goddamn same. There's a fucking lift and there's a fucking booby trap floor. God damn it all. Hey, sweet, an incense of dicks.
Why the booby
Dexterity.
Trap, why the booby trap floor? If you can just easily walk around it.
No, in other words, like it originally springs from a different mean, but you can just as easily walk around it once you find the way out.
No, that's what I mean. It's like the treasure chest is in a spot where the booby trap floor is no issue whatsoever. All you gotta do is turn the camera.
Who did that, June? June, you're doing that Joker shit again. The Secret Service. I forgot what the SS were really called in among the Nazis, but they are like one of the higher ranking tiers.
Yeah, I mean, super Nazis. Or secret Nazis, I don't fucking know.
Secret Sig Heils? I don't know.
Secret Sig Heils.
I don't know. Oh yeah, there's also a weird quirk with the game in question. Tidal Wave doesn't work in boss battles.
Tidal Wave?
It's nothing more than a water damage spell. Boss battles do not register the fucking damage. I don't know why.
That is bizarre. Hold on.
It's a glitch.
Let me look that up. Maybe I can find a reasoning. It was Tidal Wave?
Yeah. Tidal Wave Innocent Sin. Why doesn't it work on boss battles? Reasoning. Oops. So I inflicted panic on the SS, which is good, because now they're not going to do anything fancy today. I like their sharpshoot, and it hits Tatsuya, and he's down for the count.
What kind of spell is it categorized? Magic fusion, physical fusion?
Magic fusion. Meanwhile, Throne, when he casting Mirage, just throws the swords up in the air like, yay! It was pretty much doing the Y of the YMCA right there. I believe the experience system works in this game, like if one person's dead, the more the other characters get more of the experience for it, but at the same time, it's like, do you really want one of your characters dead? Drink up your rattle drinks, Tatsuya. I have no idea why they call it rattle drinks. Down the floor 4. And now we start editing out the encounters because we've seen them all already.
Yeah, this is it now. It's just a matter of just crawling around and everything.
Crawling around in the golden barf zone with ambient music.
Somebody asked a similar question, but they didn't get answered.
What are you playing? This is simply Call of Duty.
Yeah. Why aren't you playing Eternal Punishment?
Right? Signed, MM.
Yeah. MM. The only thing I can find is that Tidal Wave is based off the party's dexterity.
Yeah, and it's water. That's it.
That's it. It doesn't say anything about why it doesn't work against... Oh, apparently there's a few other things that have the same sort of quirk.
I've only known that for Tidal Wave. Every other spell I've had goes through without fail.
Let me see. Meltdown also has the same problem.
No, Meltdown... No. Meltdown's intentional. Meltdown... the 4 ultimate tier spells are designed to work like if your enemy has a weakness to fire or at least not a very good tolerance to it, it's instant kill. If they resist magic or the element in question in any way, it doesn't work.
So
it's the only way to balance them out.
Maybe that's why it doesn't work for Tidal Wave.
Tidal Wave is just damage. Tidal Wave wouldn't... No, because Tidal Wave would be damage. Tidal Wave wouldn't be the instant kill effect.
But if Meltdown... wait, so what's...
No, not Meltdown. Not Meltdown.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of a Megalo Fire. I'm sorry.
Meltdown apparently has the same quirk as Tidal Wave.
I've never had that happen with Meltdown, though.
Something to probably try for yourself later, off screen.
If I feel like booting it up again, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. This is a break room for you guys. You get both the healing station and the Velvet Room. Also, it's kind of weird that we keep asking about it, and there they are.
I kind of wish we had a chance to switch out some of our personas. This guy's nagging the hell out of me. I'm bored.
Then what happens when you bring 4 teenagers along a giant-ass fucking Field trip for nothing in sight.
Imagine Hades is like, I want to go to the cotton candy store.
Who's it run by?
This
Demeter.
place looks like piss. This is piss.
The piss store.
Yeah.
So ultimately, they just go in there without any sort of thought for the goddamn consequences. What if they died? It totally seems a little too good to be true.
Yikes.
Oh, man.
Let's split up, gang, because we're dumbasses.
Sounds like we're able to fight the mafia.
Uh-oh.
Roll. Ow.
Chinkies. Here, want some gum?
I hope you got enough to chew that'll stick these things down.
We'll blow a big enough bubble to push the walls back.
Do you know how to use petrify?
Yeah, I know, right? Cast stone.
And here's where we start learning the secret of Xiabalba.
Ooh. Oh my god, I can move earth and stone at my beck and call.
Do you want us to kill you or not? Can you imagine if you shoot half for this sort of power as though in this dungeon? June will give me $20. What? Fuck!
So what is the secret of Xiaboreba?
Xiabalba is basically reacting to the rumors that we're thinking about. In other words, it's kind of like a genius Loshi. In other words, whatever we think is going to happen, this dungeon is like, hey, thy wish be my command. It's like we're stuck inside a djinn with a dick streak. Because Lisa and Ikichi saw that it was the healing rooms and the Velvet room in general. That's why they went right into each of the rooms and found both Trish, the healer, and Igor, the Velvet room curator.
So we just gotta think it.
Think big.
Yeah. Wait, the dog song?
Yeah. Or the new Kanye West video.
Yeah. Oh, so that's what that is.
Yeah.
All right. I was wondering why the hell I saw these pictures of Kanye with massive shoulders.
That's pretty much what everybody was thinking of.
That's what I would think of if I saw that.
And it sounds like Maya's thinking about fighting Bigfoot.
Yeah.
That or...
And stay out.
Do not come back again. Damn. Pressed like a new suit. Because Maya was also thinking about there being a trap for the others as well.
I was like, what's happened there?
God damn it, Tatsuya, enough of the charades.
One at a time.
No impressions.
He can only speak in impressions. He doesn't have actual vocal cords.
What's going on, Tatsuya? So no wonder why Tatsuya's at risk of dropping out. He failed English.
What's going on?
What would you like me to do?
What's the fucking The Simpsons noises? Ooh! Hubba, hubba.
I was thinking you were just going to have him replicate the police academy guy.
Michael
He was at
Winslow, I think his name was.
I think he was at the thing too. Suzaku, decent persona, nothing special about it. It's bad around here because everything uses fucking guns, and my levels are too insufficient to summon Bishamonten. Fuck me. So I look around here, see what I can try to fuse up.
Yeah, it was Michael Winslow that does the
Winslow.
sound effects. Yeah.
The name was on the tip of my tongue again too. And
I was gonna say Carl Winslow. I was like, but that's the father of Family Matters.
That's the father of Family Matters. Fuck. Can't make Kali either. That sucks. Also, I realize now Izanami is also a thing I could have made earlier, who's also another great persona, but it came just a little too late for me this time around. There's also Lakshmi, which I think I got to get from returning another persona for her material card. Can't make anything else here, which kind of irks the shit out of me.
I read that as paprika.
Wait,
It's
Paprika?
it's Paprika. Yeah, I read that as paprika.
I don't blame you. What if it was the Zoroastrian god of paprika?
Well, I've had enough of this. Good day, sir.
Right? Fucking tell me I'm too high leveled. Actually, later games would actually show that off. Like if a persona you try to use is too high, you risk getting overtaken by your persona.
Whoa.
Which happens in Persona 3 as one of the bad guys' persona starts to choke the life out of her.
You son of a bitch! You did this to me.
Pretty much. You can't control me! Oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Chinese.
I don't speak kung fu.
But none of them trying to say that shit in the modern world. Which is kind of weird. Like, I would love to have seen that a bit more. Like, how would demons really react with modern world conveniences here? Like, would Thor actually try to get, like, a drink out of the machine normally, or would he just use his hammer and bash it in?
Probably the latter, depending on how primitive his mindset is.
Yeah, good thing.
In comparison to our modern conventions, so
Right.
stress.
What is this, Tinder? Thor would use Tinder as a means of trying to hook up with people for fights to the death.
Craigslist.
Craigslist for gladiators.
Yeah.
Also get a high jet knuckle, which is a drop from a Fafnir enemy. Fucking powerful weapon too. I think it's like it's 130 base attack, and the only way you can do better than that is like a legendary weapon. Here's where I'm like getting myself a little. Like, am I going right way?
I think it was Lufia in the Fortress of Doom on the Super Nintendo, where a random a weapon drop you can get in the final dungeon was actually stronger than your ultimate weapon.
That can happen.
That made no sense.
It makes no sense, but it can happen.
And they really hype up like the significance of that sword too.
Oh,
like,
Final Fantasy 12 does that. I mean, not 12. Final Fantasy 5 does that.
You know, like here's the sealed weapons. Like these are ancient weapons of untold power. That's great. But this random turtle drops an even better weapon.
Final Fantasy 5 does that. You get 12 legendary weapons of each class, and there are better ones out there. And here's where we find a teleport back to Sumeru City, which is a godsend because here's the weird shit. I think at some point in this dungeon,
You guys want to play some Nazi DDR?
right? And it sounds like Ikichi's about to go.
So what were you saying earlier?
I think it's like a certain trigger flag you have to provoke. I think at a certain point, though, you can actually get into the deepest parts of the sewer. But you gotta... Sewer. Deepest parts of the factory. It looks like a sewer, so you can't blame me for being wrong.
Okay.
But, once you trigger the flag, you can actually go into the deepest parts of the factory and see everything else.
Yeah. So this is the part of the game where we're actually going to just take a break from Xiabalba.
Yeah, because I choose to look at a bunch of other shit. And here it comes. Ta-da! Thankfully, they go through the teleporter one at a time as opposed to, all at once and fucking things up. I love King Costin. Short, but it's fucking good. At least it just beat the shit out of Ikichi for nothing. So now we're back at ourselves in a classroom. And I take this time here to take care of a few loose ends, namely other Ultimate Weapon side quests. Class 1C at 7s. And we're done here for now.
There it is. Okay, so I was actually just like, well, we're at the end of the part now. I'll actually save it until next time.
Well, we're going to go back around the city. By then, we'll find out what Johnny's hiding from you next week. See you guys then.